The Northrop A-17, a development of the Northrop Gamma 2F, was a two-seat, single-engine, monoplane, attack bomber built in 1935 by the Northrop Corporation for the U.S. Army Air Corps. In British Commonwealth service, A-17s were called Nomads. Development and design. The Northrop Gamma 2F was an attack bomber derivative of the Northrop Gamma transport aircraft, developed in parallel with the Northrop Gamma 2C, of which one was built, designated the A-13 and XA-16. The Gamma 2F had a revised tail, cockpit canopy, and wing flaps compared with the Gamma 2C, and was fitted with new semi-retractable landing gear. It was delivered to the United States Army Air Corps for tests on October 6, 1934, and after modifications which included fitting with a conventional fixed landing gear, was accepted by the Air Corps. A total of 110 aircraft were ordered as the A-17 in 1935. The resulting A-17 was equipped with perforated flaps, and had fixed landing gear with partial fairings. It was fitted with an internal fuselage bomb bay that carried fragmentation bombs as well as external bomb racks. Northrop developed new landing gear, this time completely retractable, producing the A-17A variant. This version was again purchased by the Army Air Corps, who placed orders for 129 aircraft. By the time these were delivered, the Northrop Corporation had been taken over by Douglas Aircraft Company, export models being known as the Douglas Model 8. Operational history. United States. The A-17 entered service in February 1936, and proved a reliable and popular aircraft. However, in 1938, the Air Corps decided that attack aircraft should be multi-engined, rendering the A-17 surplus to requirements. From December 14, 1941, A-17s were used for coastal patrols by the 59th Bombardment Squadron, Light, on the Pacific side of the Panama Canal. The last remaining A-17s, used as utility aircraft, were retired from USAF service in 1944. Other countries. Argentina. Argentina purchased 30 Model 8A2s in 1937 and received them between February and March 1938. Their serial numbers were between 348 and 377. These remained in frontline service until replaced by the I.AE-24 Calcan, continuing in service as trainers and reconnaissance aircraft until their last flight in 1954. Peru. Peru ordered 10 Model 8A3PS, these being delivered from 1938 onwards. These aircraft were used in combat by Peru in the Ecuadorian-Peruvian War of July 1941. The survivors of these aircraft were supplemented by 13 Model 8A5s from Norway, see below, delivered via the United States in 1943, designated A33. These remained in service until 1958. Sweden. The Swedish government purchased a license for production of a Mercury-powered version, building 63 B-5Bs and 31 B-5Cs, production taking place from 1938 to 1941. They were replaced in service with the Swedish Air Force by Saab 17s from 1944. The Swedish version was used as a dive bomber and as such it featured prominently in the 1941 film Forsta Divisionen. The Netherlands. The Netherlands, in urgent need of modern combat aircraft, placed an order for 18 Model 8A3NS in 1939, with all being delivered by the end of the year. Used in a fighter role for which they were unsuited, the majority were destroyed by Luftwaffe attacks on May 10, 1940, the first day of the German invasion. Iraq. Iraq purchased 15 Model 8A4s, in 1940. They were destroyed in the Anglo-Iraqi War in 1941. Norway. Norway ordered 36 Model 8A5NS in 1940. These were not ready by the time of the German invasion of Norway and were diverted to the Norwegian training camp in Canada, which became known as Little Norway. Norway decided to sell 18 of these aircraft as surplus to Peru, but these were embargoed by the United States, who requisitioned the aircraft, using them as trainers, designating them the A-33. Norway sold their surviving aircraft to Peru in 1943. Great Britain. In June 1940, 93 ex-USAC aircraft were purchased by France, and refurbished by Douglas, including being given new engines. These were not delivered before the fall of France, and 61 were taken over by the British Purchasing Commission for the British Commonwealth use under the name Northrop Nomad Mki. South Africa. The RAF assessed the Northrop Nomad Mks as obsolete and sent them to South Africa for use as trainers. Canada. The Royal Canadian Air Force received 32 Nomads that had been part of a French order of 93 aircraft. When France fell in 1940, this order was taken over by Great Britain, who transferred 32 of the aircraft to Canada, where they were used as advanced trainers and target tugs as part of the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan. These were serialed 3490 to 3521, all were assigned to No. 3 Training Command RCAF. Variants. A-17. Initial production for USAC. Fixed gear, powered by 750 HP, 560 kilowatts, Pratt & Whitney R1535-11 Twin Wasp JR engine, 110 built. A-17A. Revised version for USAC with retractable gear and 825 HP, 615 kilowatts, R1535-13 engine, 129 built. A-17 as 3-seat staff transport version for USAC. Powered by Pratt & Whitney R1340 Wasp engine, 2 built. Model 8A1. Export version for Sweden. Fixed gear. 2 Douglas-built prototypes, Swedish designation B5A, followed by 63 licensed built, by ASJA, B5B aircraft powered by 920 HP, 686 kilowatts, Bristol Mercury XXIV engine, 31 similar B5C built by Saab. 18A1 was also purchased by Bristol Aeroplane Co. in 1937, which was modified to test its new Hercules radial engine. Model 8A2. Version for Argentina. Fitted with fixed gear, ventral gun position and powered by 840 HP, 626 kilowatts, Wright R1820G3 Cyclone, 30 built. Model 8A3N. Version of A-17A for Netherlands. Powered by 1100 HP, 820 kilowatts, Pratt & Whitney R1830 Twin Wasp engine, 18 built. Model 8A3P. Version of A-17A for Peru. Powered by 1000 HP, 746 kilowatts, R1820 engine, 10 built. Model 8A4. Version for Iraq, powered by a 1000 HP, 746 kilowatts, R1820G103 engine, 15 built. Model 8A5N. Version for Norway, powered by 1200 HP, 895 kilowatts, R1830 engine, 36 built. Later impressed into USAF service as Douglas A-33. Operators. Argentina. Fuerza Aérea Argentina. Grupo A de la Escuela de Aplicación de Aviación, A Group, School of Aviation Administration, BAM El Palomar. Regimiento Aéreo en Degree 3 de Bombardeo Liviano, No 3 Liviano, Light Bombing, Air Regiment, BAM El Plumerillo. Canada. Royal Canadian Air Force. No. 3 Training Command. Iraq. Royal Iraqi Air Force. Netherlands. Luchtvaartafdeling. Norway. Norwegian Air Force. Norwegian Training Unit. Peru. Peruvian Air Force. South Africa. South African Air Force. Sweden. Swedish Air Force. United States. United States Army Air Corps. General Headquarters Air Force. 3D Attack Group, Barksdale Field. 17th Attack Group, March Field. 16th Pursuit Group, Albrook Field. 74th Attack Squadron. Roll Ground Attack. Manufacturer Northrop. Designer Jack Northrop. Introduction 1935. Primary users: United States Army Air Corps, Swedish Air Force, Royal Canadian Air Force, South African Air Force. Number built 411. Developed from Northrop Gamma. Variants Douglas A33.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.